เบื่อการถูกตัดมากเลยนะฮะสงสัยต้องไปสมัครใหม่ละ Okay, I would say that, okay, we can keep continue and studying this lesson again. Right, so I just stopped by. No, it's not that one. Okay. Okay, again, once in a while, right? Once in a while, it means sometimes or occasionally. So you can say it like that. So we know that we can always count on some familiar faces to greet us and yeah, be friends, things like that. Be kind and be friend. Okay, things like that. So when we talk about a story, right? The process first, second, so, just after that, or even finally, things like that. So we need to speak in the way that we can understand or it seems reasonable, right? All right. So I just want you volunteer. Read out loud for this slide.
Me,
Okay, what's your name?
Kashamak.
Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, go.
I don't really enjoy visiting a supermarket or place or worship. Dashmak. Well, no problem. Just visit a local garden park where you live, and you will find that some strangers are greeting you in their customary ways. That smiley face while saying peace be upon you from a mightily. Now, of course, it is up to you whether you want to respond back to them and befriend them.
Okay, good. All right. For these types of respond or answer for your speaking, it's kind of we can know or learn more about, let's say, phrases or words that use in speaking language, right? So let's say I don't really enjoy visiting a supermarket or place of um, worship that much. Well, okay, let's see. Well, here is kind of introductory word when it comes to speaking English, right? Well, no problem. Just visit a local garden park where you live and you will find that some strangers. Okay, so here stranger, it means that people that you never know before, right? Are greeting in your day customary. So I have a question. If some stranger smile to you, will you smile back to him or her?
Yes,
Yes, why?
because it make friend.
Yeah,
Just
it
like
can,
Felix.
right? Okay. Any reason? Yeah, you can talk and share, right? So if a stranger smile to you, I think it would be probably you can smile back to him or her, just because this one is not really that bad guy, right? So when it comes to talk about your friends, so you should smile each other. So the stranger would be like that. Yeah. So this is might be like a simple question that I'm just going to ask here, right? Right, and then here, yeah, stranger greeting for your customary way, with smiley faces and saying peace be upon you from the Almighty, right? This one is peace be upon you. It means that good luck. So you can say that peace be upon you in the way that we can use more advanced vocabulary. So if you just say it, good luck and see you again. So it's normal way to say, right? But when it comes to speak in professional way, you need to create some sentences or even expression that might perform your ability to be better. And then now, of course, it is up to you. It's up to you, it's depend, right? So you can say it depends on my opinion or it's up to you. It's up to your or opinion or perspective, things like that. Whether you want to respond back to them and be friends with them. Okay, so here you can list up that I just highlight. Now, of course, or well, or in this way, you can produce the words in your speaking next time. Okay. One more candidate, one more volunteer. Read out loud for this slide.
Me.
Me, two person. Who else? Natakan, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I do think that friendship is just as important today as it was in the past, and it will remain so in our probability in the future as well. Of course, how we make friends as well as how we interact with them these days have changed in recent years, just like everything else in our world. But the appeal of friendship and its importance in the grand scheme of things hasn't changed a bit.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. All right, so for this question, do you think, okay, when people ask you, do you think, what do you think, or what do you consider, things like that. So sometimes we need to think about what we are going to say, right? So before we saying that, we have to think it first. Okay, so let's say for this question, do you think friendship is important nowadays as it was in the past, comparing between present and past time. Okay, so let's say I do think that friendship is just as important today as it was in the past, and it will remain so in our probability in the future. What does it mean, probability in Thai? So probability, it means possibility, right? Possibility in the future as well. Of course, let's say you can say, of course, if you want to emphasize or stress, right? Stress the word that is important. Of course, how we make friends as well as we are interact with them these days have changed in recent years, just like everything else in the world. But the appeal of friendship and is important in a grand scheme. Okay, this was a grand, right? Grand is mean a big one. Scheme is mean let's say scheme area, right? The area of thing hasn't changed a bit. So here comparison between past friendship and present friendship. Okay. Anyone want to read out loud for this slide?
Me.
Me, right? So you are Pisara, right?
Yep.
Pisara, okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
And as a result, we still try to visit our friends whenever we can, even though our life have become much busier and much more hectic than in the past. But in case if we don't make it to visit our friends, we always try to make an effort to call them on their phones and tell them how much we miss them, and that how eagerly we are waiting to meet them in person.
All right, good, thank you. Okay, so here for this slide, I'm going to give you for more detail about how we connect with each other or sentences in your speaking. So let's say, and as a result, it means consequently, in effect, right? Consequently or in effect. So we try to visit our friends whenever we can, even though. Okay, so once we talk about even though, however, although, even though, right? Although, even though, it means that the sentences might be opposite. All right. Even though our lives have become much busier and much more hectic. Hectic here is busy, right? Hectic is a tough time. So when it comes to speak, and you need to produce a word a lot as well as your connectors. Okay. But in case if we don't make it to visit our friend, we always try to make an effort to call them instead, right? So sometimes like we use additional way or alternative way to keep contact to keep in touch with them as much as we could. So here the idea is simple, but what you need to do is that you need to add for more connectors, like as a result, okay? Even though, however, but, instead, things like that. Next one, who want to be volunteer here?
Me,
Me, what's your name?
Papichaya.
Pitchaya, okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
No, I don't really like to subscribe to the idea that friends are more important than family. And that's exactly why they are called friends and not family. Friends, by their very nature, are people with different kinds of upbringing, different backgrounds, and different lifestyles, unlike family members in general. And therefore, it is only natural that we won't able to relate to friends as easily and comprehensively as would be the case with our families.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. Are friends more important than family? So the question asks you to explore the idea and compare between friends and family. And you need to give a reason why not, okay? So here, no, I don't really like to subscribe to the idea that friends are more important than family. So they stand for family, right? They stand for family. It's not that friends much more important than family, right? And that is exactly why they are called friends. This is the notion or let's say description of a friend is not that family. Let's say when it comes to talk about family, so we are going to talk about bonding, right? Or blood relation. So sometimes friends never occur like a blood relation like that. So friends by their very nature are people with different kinds of upbringing. What does it mean upbringing? It means raise up, right? Raise up or taking care. Different background, different lifestyles, aren't like family members in general, and therefore it is only natural that we won't be able to relate friends as easily as comprehensively. Okay, here you can say therefore. Therefore, it means so. When it comes to talk about your speaking, right, your speaking ability, if you just say like but and so, it's a normal way to speak up. But if you want to increase your let's say word or vocabulary, so you need to use therefore more than uh so, things like that, right? So it might improve your speaking competency for more. Good. All right. Next one.
Me,
Me, right? What's your name?
ชัดมงคล
Chat Monkon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes, I think that it is possible to become real friends with people whom we meet on the internet, depending on how we define real friends, as well as the distance between them For me, the idea of friends is being able to see them, meet them in person, and hang out with them to share a good time with each other. And there is nothing to suggest that we can't meet people who live close to me after talking to them and learning about them on the internet.
All right, good. So the question is asking about do you think it is possible to become real friends with people that you meet on the internet? Right. So maybe the different opinions might explain in a different way. So some people might say yes, of course, right? But some people might disagree with this question. So I'm going to say that this is kind of word or opinion that you can explain based on your thinking or opinion. But when it comes to talk about, yes, I do agree, okay, or no, I disagree, you need to give a reason why and then explain the concept of a friend. Um, and you need to give for more introducing word in each sentence or emphasizing word in each sentence as well. For example, for me, the idea of friend is being able to see them, meet them in person, and hang out with them to share good time with each other. So this is the idea first, and right. So once you add for more information, you need to use add. There is nothing to suggest that we cannot meet people who live close to me. Okay, there is nothing to suggest it means that there is no evidence or there is no proof to do so. So you can share lots of way to speak up, but for more formal way, it seemed to you that you need to increase lots of vocabulary here. Yeah. Next one. Is there any volunteer who want to read out loud maybe the last slide for today, I guess?
Me.
Nishapat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
In fact, when we communicate closely over time with someone online, see how they react to different ideas and problems, share their concern for others, and come to appreciate the things that we may have in common, and then finally extend that into helping each other through difficult times and worries with the much needed support and advice, we could certainly count it as a real friendship. Real friendship, in my opinion, is not about how or where we meet them, but rather how we choose to carry the relationship forward.
All right, good, thank you. Yeah, so here is kind of like a sample response for your speaking. In fact, when we communicate closely with times, right, over time with someone online, so it means that they can build the relationship or different idea together. So here, see how they react to different ideas and problems. So this is the idea. Share their concern for others and come to appreciate the things that we may have in common. And lastly, or finally, extend into helping each other through difficult times and worry. So sometimes when you want to explain the reason why, try to keep a sentence in the same way. Okay, so it's called parallelism. It means that if you use the idea that you use from a present tense, so you need to control the tenses that you use in the same way. Okay, and then yeah, so let's say so we could certainly count it as a real friendship. So here it's all about concluding sentence if you want to express your idea about that. Real friendship, in my opinion, or you can say, in my opinion, in my perspective, real friendship is not about how or where we meet, but rather than how we choose to carry relationship exist forever, things like that. So this is the idea for your speaking. And I'm going to give the activity before we go because I think it's running out of time. เดี๋ยวขอ activity นะครับทุกคน อันนี้ group discussion ทำไหม group this one is more better. Okay, for this activity pair works. So I just want to choose 2 persons. And what you need to do is that you have to ask a question and then the other one have to reply the questions, okay? ก่อนไปนะ เพราะว่ามันจะถูกตัดน่าจะประมาณ 11 โมงกว่าๆนะครับ เดี๋ยวขอ2 คนนะครับทำ pair work ก็คือเดี๋ยวอาจารย์จะเลือกมา2 คนแล้วก็ให้เราผลัดกันตอบโอเคเปล่าอย่างเช่นสมมุติตอบไปแล้วข้อ1ข้อ2ก็ให้อีกคนหนึ่งตอบโอเคป่ะ Let's say A asks the question B answer and then B asks to question number 2 and A reply back. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
เดี๋ยวขอ
Yes.
random นะครับ Okay, I just want to random all of you. ใครดีพิชามนอยู่ไหมครับพิชามน
อยู่ค่ะ
โอเคพิชามนไปแล้ว1แล้วก็สรินครับผมสรินอยู่ไหมสารินหรือว่าสริน
อยู่ครับ
ชัวร์โอเค
สารินครับ
2 คนนี้สารินหรือว่าสรินครับ
สารินครับ
โอเค thank you เพราะมันเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะครับมันก็จะอ่านประมาณนั้นโอเค good ทีนี้เข้าใจ direction แล้วใช่ไหมครับให้อยู่2 คนเนี่ยผลัดกันถามแล้วก็ผลัดกันตอบโอเคป่ะ
ครับ
โอเค let's get start
ใครทำกันดี
ใครถามก่อนดีนะครับใครอยากถามกันดีพี่ชมนถามก่อนก็ได้ครับแล้วก็สรินตอบแล้วก็สลับกันนะครับ
Do you think it is a good idea to borrow money from a friend? Why or why not?
I think it's good idea sometimes because when you really get in trouble, friends are there for you, right? Not just borrow money, but anything. That's what friends for. So, do you make friends easily?
I don't think I make friends easily. Like sometimes it's hard to talk to a person for the first time if you don't have the interest in the same thing. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Has a friend ever let you down?
Sometimes, yes. One of my friends is kind of a bummer person, so that's sometimes, but they're still my friend, so it's okay. Have you made any friends over the internet?
Yes, I've made friends from over the internet.
How often do you write to them?
I write to them every time I had a topic to talk to them. Like not every day, but when I feel like I want to talk to them, I just text them.
Have you ever met them in person?
Not yet.
Okay.
alright good นะครับทีนี้เดี๋ยวกำลังจะแบบแจ้งนิดหนึ่งก็คือเมื่อกี้อาจารย์เข้าไปหมายถึงว่าเขา attend class ด้วย iPhone ด้วยเหมือนกันนะครับเพ ราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวถ้าเกิดว่าซูมมันตัดนะซูมมันตัดปุ๊บก็คือปิดคลาสไปเลยนะครับ เจอกันวีคหน้าเลยนะฮะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะสั่งassignment การบ้านใน Google Classroom นะครับทุกคน understand right
Yes.
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 โอเคนะครับ เดี๋ยวขอคู่ถัดไปก่อนนะครับ ใครอยากเป็นคู่ถัดไปบ้างอ่ะเพชราภาอยู่ไหมครับ
Yes.
Okay, Petrapa, and then next one. Tanya Boone. Petrapa and Tanya Boone, okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
Are both of you ready? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes.
First.
Do you think it is a good idea to borrow money from friends? Why or why not?
I think if it's important to use money, I think it's a good idea. But you can. Okay. About you.
I think if it's just 5 baht, 10 baht, or 100, I think it's it's a good idea to borrow. But if a lot of money, I think it's not a good idea to borrow because we didn't make money for yourself or
We
work.
didn't have profit.
It's his parents' money. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Do you make friends easily?
I think it's up to the situations. Yeah, And you?
For me, I think I'm talkative person, and I like to make friends. I like to talk with person. I think I have make friends easily.
Okay. Has a friend ever let you down?
Never. I think no.
Yeah, me
About
too.
you? Have you made any friend over the internet?
Yes, from online game.
Oh, how often do you write to them?
Not often. Once a while.
Have you ever met them in person?
Yes. I have ever met them. And you, have you met any friends over the internet?
I didn't have. I'm like to talk in person more than.
How often do you? Oh, okay. You don't have. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Good. นะครับ Thank you so much for both of you. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say next pair. แพรนี่สนุกดีนะเนี่ย I'm going to choose Gawintida. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Gawintida, right? And then next one. Natagan. Are you there?
Yes.
Natagan? All right, good. Okay, both of you ready, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, 1, 2, 3, go.
เดี๋ยวถามก่อนให้ใครถามก่อน
ถามก่อนแล้วกันก็ได้
Okay. Do you think is this a good idea to borrow money from friends? Why or why not?
I think it's a good idea to borrow some money, but not to be many money, just like 200 or 300 is okay. But if it's many money, I think it's not a good idea. Yes. And do you make friends easily?
I think not really. I think it's depend on who they are, but is they like same thing as me or not? If they like same thing as me, I think it's easy.
Okay.
Has a friends ever let you down?
No, because I think each each friend have a lesson on there. So everyone is my friends. Yes. And have you made any friends over the internet?
Yes, I have.
How often do you write to them?
Um, not that often.
Have you ever met them in person?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. จบแล้ว
จบยัง
จบแล้ว
So
ค่ะ
it's done, right? Okay, thank you so much for both of you. Okay,
Thank
next
you.
couple คู่ถัดไปนะครับเดี๋ยวหาก่อน มี volunteer ไหม The last I think maybe it's not that the last I would be like เหลืออีก2คู่มั้งน่าจะถูกตัดไปเลิก11โมงได้ไหมใช่ไหมได้ใช่ไหมทุกคน คือจริงๆแล้วมันต้องเลิกประมาณ
ได้นะ
ได้
คะ
ค่ะ
อาจารย์
ได้ค่ะ
ปกติเขาเลิกกันกี่โมงอะไม่เพราะว่าไม่เคยมาสอนที่มสวอันนี้เป็นคิวแรกเลยก็เลยแบบทำตัวไม่ถูกนิดนึง
เวลานี้ก็โอเคนะครับ
โอเคถ้าเกิดว่า11โมงได้ก็นะฮะตามนั้นเดี๋ยวขออีก2คู่นะครับ alright so I'm going to choose เกตแก้ว are you there
อยู่ค่ะ
okay เกตแก้ว right and then ดวงพร are you there no right so I'm going to switch to นิพัฒน์ใช่ไหมนิพัฒน์ปะ Hi are you there เกตแก้ว
เก็ดแก้วอยู่ค่ะ
okay and then JJ นิพัฒน์it's not there so it means that นะครับก็เปิดออนทิ้งไว้นะฮะตัวหาย ขออีกคนหนึ่งขอเป็น
Can I
you right okay good ไปเลยครับ2คนนี้ one two three go ใครเริ่มก่อน
ถามก่อนก็ได้
okay one two three go
Do you think it is a good idea to borrow money from your friend? Why or why not?
I think it's a good idea to borrow money because sometimes friends are very difficult. I should help. Do you make friends easily?
No, I do because of I am an introvert person. But if I find a match friend, I will make friends easily. Has a friend ever let you down?
No. Friend must help me feel better more. Have you made any friends over the internet?
No, I haven't. That's it.
So everything is done, right? Okay, good. So how often do you write to them? So you should ask every question here. Okay. Wow, surprise. So it's done, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next นะ ใครอยากเป็น volunteer บ้างครับ ขี้เกียจหาแล้วเนี่ย หาชื่อเด็กเยอะเกิน alright มี volunteer ป่ะ
ครับอาจารย์
โอเค เป็นฉัตรมงคลนะครับฉัตรมงคลหาเพื่อนสิ
ธัญลักษณ์ครับ
ธัญลักษณ์กับฉัตรมงคล Okay, both of you, if you both ready, so 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. Do you think it is a good idea to borrow money from a friend? Why or why not?
I think it's a good idea to borrow a little money from a friend because when you are in trouble, you want to help, friends can help you. But if you borrow a lot of money from a friend, I think it's not a good idea. Do you make friends easily?
Yes, I am a talkative and I like to talk another person to make friends and share idea. Has a friend ever let you down?
Yes, my friend ever let me down, but because there was my friend and I don't think too much. Have you made any friend over the internet?
Yes.
How often do you write to them?
I often write them 3 times a week. Sometimes when I'm free, I chat them and talk about love, study, or another.
Wow. Have you ever met them in person?
Yes. Last year I met them.
Alright. Thank you for both of you นะครับ ดีมาก แป๊บหนึ่งนะ โอเค งั้นก็ขออนุญาตปิดคลาสเพียงเท่านี้ได้ไหมครับ เดี๋ยวแป๊บหนึ่งนะเดี๋ยวขอดูก่อนว่าต้องมีการบ้านหรือเปล่า เดี๋ยว homework โอเค capture homework ไปก่อนแล้วกันนะครับ เดี๋ยววีคหน้าเรามา discuss กันนะ This is your homework and I'm going to say goodbye because Zoom is running out of time. Okay, let's say like we're gonna have like 6 question type for your homework, but actually it's related to the topic that we were studying together. What do you usually do with your friends, right? Okay, I would suggest